So, what is the difference between money and currency? Hello, guys, Ricotri here. I'm so excited to come your way with another powerful insight. Today, I want to share with you what my 84-year-old godfather taught me about money and currency. So, one day, I asked my 84-year-old godfather what he thought money is. And he looked at me and said, listen to me. Money is not what you think it is. Money is not currency, and currency is not money. So I asked him to explain further what he meant by money is not currency. So he said, money is real, it's tangible, and it can be preserved. But on the other hand, currency is not real, it's not tangible, and it cannot be preserved. Because when you attempt to preserve currency, it loses its value. But on the other hand, when you preserve money, it's able to hold the value or increase in value. It does not reduce in value. So I asked him to explain further what he meant by this because I thought that what we use to buy goods and services was money. But he said no, it's not. It's currency. So what is currency and what is money? So he told me this, that currency is a mechanism, it's a system developed by governments of different countries to make the economy run. It has no value in itself. It is just a way to represent value. But it in itself, it has no value. But rather, it depends on what you use the currency to do. If you are smart financially, you know that you cannot save currency because the moment you save currency, it loses value. And if it loses value, there's no need to save it. So, if there's no need to save currency, what do you need to do? And my godfather told me the only thing that you need to do is to be able to use currency to buy money. And I was a bit confused. I said, what are you talking about? Yes, he said, use currency to buy money. And I was like, what? He said, if you are able to understand the concept of how to use currency to buy money, you can grow richer every day. He said that currency in itself, the paper currency we have, is not real in itself because it has no tangible value. It's only backed by faith. That is why it's called a fiat currency because it's only backed by authority of different governments around the world. And so because it's backed by faith, faith of you and I believing that this currency, this money that is in our pocket is real. So this, as we call it, is as we call it money is not money. This is a 20 city, 20 Ghana city notes. I'm explaining this because the city for some time now has been playing hide and seek in terms of its stability. It's as against the dollar, it depreciated against the dollar so much so that people were losing faith in the city. Now the city is automatically appreciating against the dollar, and there's no difference. Price of goods and services are the same. So what is happening? How come the city appreciates was depreciating against the dollar? Things were rising. Products of goods and services were rising. Petroleum products were rising. Goods on the market were rising. Now we currently are seeing an appreciation of the city, but price of goods and services are the same, and on the other hand, some are even increasing. So what is happening? So I tried to find out why this is so, and that is the reason why there's a difference between currency and money. Currency, as we call it, is a system, a mechanism to make people move goods and services around easily. It has no value. This piece of paper in here, colored paper in here, is has no intrinsic value. It is just a piece of paper. But on the other hand, if I'm able to use this piece of paper to acquire an asset, this asset, this has more value than this, because on the other hand, this will serve me for a longer period as compared to how much this would give me. So in other words, if you keep this, you are losing the value in it, because in the first place it has no value. All right, it doesn't preserve its value, it loses value every day. But on the other hand, uh, you can use this over a period of time, and it can bring you a lot of value if you use it well. So in this case, there's a clear difference between what currency is, because currency, as we've learned, cannot be stored. You can never say you are saving money, you are saving currency. This is currency, this is money. I guess you are confused, right? Yes, this is currency. It's supposed to give you the opportunity to buy assets, real assets. So if you're able to use this currency to buy assets that will keep producing this currency, then you are growing richer every day. But if you use this currency to buy consumable goods, goods that you consume, and that's the end. You piss it away, or you throw it away in a different form. On the other hand, if you're able to use this product, this currency here, to acquire asset, real tangible asset that will keep producing the currency, then you'll never run out of currency. But on the other hand, if you use the currency to keep purchasing consumable goods that does not produce any currency, it it is gone and it will never come back. It will never come back. So currency, as we call it, is not money. Money is real and it's tangible. It can outlive its time because it's tangible. If you put currency into acquiring a piece of land, all right, that piece of land over time can increase in value. But this piece of paper over time does not increase in value. It's just a piece of paper. It's just a piece of paper colored, and it is as it is. Sometimes it goes down in value, and under no circumstances will it increase in value until you put it in a tangible asset that is valuable, that can grow in value over time. So like putting currency into acquiring a piece of land, over time that piece of land, based on its location, can increase in value, and you can sell that piece of land for more currency and put that piece of that currency that you've gotten into a bigger land, into a better location. And when that location goes up in value, you can then sell that piece of land to get currency to to put it into a building. Now that building would will be there, and it will serve a lot of people. And then if you put that building into rent, all right, it would keep bringing you currency, all right, and you can use that currency to do other things, right? So currency in itself is not meant to be saved. It's meant to be used to acquire real money. I call the real estate, the rental property that you use currency to purchase, as money. It is not, it's no more currency. You have transformed the currency, you have transformed this into a money machine, into an asset that produces currency. This is just meant for you to use smartly to acquire valuable asset, tangible asset. It is not meant for you to keep in the bank, because once you put this in the bank have no use of it being there. They only give it out to people who are smart enough to use this piece of currency to acquire real tangible asset that can bring in more currency, that they can give to more people to acquire more real tangible assets that can bring in more currency to acquire all the things that you want to acquire to keep producing currency. So please do not save currency. Learn to be smart with currency. Learn to put currency into real tangible money. Money has value. Money has intrinsic value. It can outlive its time. It can, if invested well, it can keep giving you currency. So there's the just the difference between money and currency. The piece of papers that we draw in the ATM is not money, it's currency, and it's meant to be used to acquire real money, something that can keep producing the currency that you have in your hand. So this is currency, and then this is money. My desktop machine is money, it's real, it's tangible, it's giving me value, it's helping me produce this video to you. This is money, because for years to come, this is going to be here and it's going to serve people, it's going to give people insight because it's money. But this is not money, it's currency. It's given to you temporarily to be used smartly to be able to serve people to produce more currency. So currency is supposed to move around. It's not supposed to be static. So I hope this video served you well. Know the difference between money and currency and be wise. Stay tuned. Catch you another time. Bye bye.